Okay, so more Warframe, and as promised, my 8th Forma Braton Prime. Now quickly before I get into the video, as I mentioned previously, I was thinking about setting up a Patreon page for anyone who might be interested in backing my channel further. Now I've decided to go ahead with it, and in setting it up I am planning on having some events with the guys that back me on Patreon, and setting up either a TeamSpeak if I can afford one, or a raid call if not. That way we can jump onto comms and have some fun with whatever game we want to. So I leave the link to my Patreon in the description below for anyone who wants to check it out, and I will quickly move on. Now to Braton Prime. First off, let me say that putting 8 Forma on a weapon isn't exactly needed. In fact, it's most definitely not needed. There are probably some combinations of mods that won't be available to me now, since I have got too many kind of formed polarities on it, and the only way for me to get those mods on now might be to reforma in a blank spot. So 6 or 7 Forma is definitely the happy place for most weapons. But since I went ahead and put 8 Forma on my normal Braton, I decided I would do the same again with the Braton Prime. It is an amazing weapon, easily becoming my favourite go-to weapon. Forget the Boto Prime or the Soma Prime and give this thing a chance. I think maybe not enough players give this thing a proper chance because of how effective the Soma Prime is, and it's got a larger magazine and a much larger ammo pool as well, which definitely is where the Braton Prime feels a little bit weak. Only having 375 ammo can leave you running out of ammo quite a lot, unless you've got either an ammo mutation mod or you've got a load of ammo pizzas. Also remember that in this footage I'm running solo, so I'm not gaining any squad benefits like corrosive projections or even a rifle amp. So against level 90 armoured targets in the simulacrum, it takes quite a few bullets to down them. Now if I was with a squad using 3 corrosive projections, or even 4 if that's what you prefer to run with, this thing would be dropping enemies a hell of a lot faster, since it deals primarily in slash damage, which as you probably know is the better of the 3 types when using corrosive projections. In fact, it's the better of the 3 types altogether. Now the Braton Prime has got a really high status chance, so using as many dual stat event mods as possible will get you up near, I think it's 90% status. Its crit chance is really low, so a crit build is completely out the window. But when modding it, I decided to go for a mix of status mods and raw elemental mods as well, using 2 dual stat mods and 2 elemental mods. But because I have so much mod capacity, I can still drop out those 2 high elemental mods for 2 more dual stat mods if I feel like it, so I can still have the really high status build if I want it. As for the fire rate mod, I'm using a vile acceleration, but I can also stick in a shred mod because of the amount of mod capacity I have if I need it. But I felt that its burst DPS with shred over vile acceleration was just too low against higher level enemies, but while using vile acceleration you're not getting any punch through as well, so enemy bodies can get in the way as well. So I guess that's another personal preference. Whichever of those 2 fire rate mods you want is entirely up to you. In fact, you're going to mod this weapon however you want to anyway, and once you're having fun, then that's the main thing. Now at this stage my Braton Prime drops mid to high level enemies really quickly, but like I said, it has got really bad ammo economy, and I would love to see its maximum ammo pool increased to match that of the Soma Prime, the Boto Prime. In fact, nearly every other rifle in the game seems to have more ammo than this thing. For me, like I said, it's the only real negative that I have against the Braton Prime, but it's not enough to stop me using it. I'm having far too much fun with it. It is an amazing weapon and probably one of the top 5 weapons in the game when fully formed, but once again that's a personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think of the Braton Prime. Do you use it at all? How many Forma have you got on it? And hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.